the existence of puja rooms or a place of worship in our houses, right? Uh, why do we have a prayer room in our house? Uh, Culturally, we always used to have a prayer room because every room has got its significance. A bedroom is for resting, living room is for rest and recreation, kitchen is for cooking your food. So there's also a concept of prayer room in every house. So the concept is that everything is a creation of the Supreme Lord or Supreme Consciousness, and so it's important that we also uh, have a space in our own house, like how we treat a guest. One thing can be to treat him like a guest, have a space for him, look after him, and one is to be a caretaker. Like everything is his creation, so even the house that we live in is not uh, technically ours. It's his creation, and so he has a rightful place in each of our houses. And that is a place where we do our prayers, we read the scriptures, or we do meditation. And now, when we come on the Zoom call, we realize how powerful the space is, right? The energies are very different. We're able to absorb these energies, go back, make our life more meaningful, more strength in handling day to day issues. So, a prayer room used to serve that purpose. uh, Used to do pranayam, meditation, japa, pujas in different occasions. When you have a birthday celebration or an anniversary or a festival, we used to do puja. Any event is celebrated in front of the deity. Um, any ceremonies are done in front of the deity. So there is a sense of different kind of energy that that room uh, you know exhumes. It's also, we light the camphor or the agarbatti. We light the lamp every day, morning, evening. We discussed about the significance of lamp in the lighting a lamp in the previous session. So this is a room where even if you're stressed out, you can just go and just surrender yourself to that space, to that energy, and receive a lot of peace and tranquility. All right. And if this is taught to the children very early in life, when they see it as a part of their upbringing, a part of their homes, it becomes much more easier for them to face life and to have a backup plan when life becomes challenging for them. If you realize, most of the people who are having challenges today, they have very little uh, ritual or religious or spiritual backing. They may be religious, but they have never really practiced those rituals to purify themselves. All right. There's always this debate that somebody says that now I am not religious, I am spiritual. But you cannot be spiritual if you're not religious, because religion, the rituals allows you to purify yourself. And that happens at a very early stage. I remember every day we used to come back from the games in the evening after playing. Both myself and my sister, we used to sit in front of the in the prayer room. My father used to recite the mantras, and the puja is to be done every day. And I may not have liked it at that time at all. I wanted to go and play for some more time, or I wanted to do something else. But I used to come and sit there, and it used to be a ritual. And it is thanks to that that I have a background on which I can fall back on and allow my consciousness to rise and purify myself. So it's just because people were not explained the concept of the rituals, uh, we did it mechanically and did not realize the value of it. Today, when I understand energy and I'll also understand the concept behind why these rituals were done, some of it could be symbolic, some of it could be to change the pattern of your mindset and your mind, and that really allows the process of purification to take place. That allows a sense of direction, that allows a sense of discipline, which is so important if you want to progress in life. If you do not have a plan for the day, you will be just living life out of reaction rather than response. And this religious processes of japa, of puja, of kirtan, of bhajans, or meditation, uh, everything allows you to create a connection with the supreme consciousness, with that higher energy. Tap into that energy source and allow you to transform yourself with that energy. Because the only way change can happen every day, change happens every day, right? But transformation can only happen when it is internally uh, uh, deep. And that transformation happens when your energy transforms. And that energy can only transform when you are constantly exposed to a space where there are higher vibrations. All right. That's why we like to go to temple and sit for a while, right? It's peaceful, it's calming, it's relaxing. It gives us deep sense of connection within ourselves. Why doesn't it happen in a hospital or a jail or a courtroom? Very different energies, or a marketplace. So these are all elemental stuff which we are uh, either aware of or not even aware of. And even if we are aware of, we have not really understood the significance of it and the value it can bring to our lives. So we go on doing stuff outside, trying to become more educated, erudite, and use that technical knowledge to get things done. Yes, to a certain extent, it will happen definitely, but it's a lot of effort. There are 100 people, millions people as technically qualified or more than what you are. What makes you different from them? Why should you succeed and not them? You require that grace. You require that connection. When things will start happening for you, you require that so-called good luck. And that happens when you connect to the higher power, connect to higher vibrations, and you become a different person than what you are doing right now. And your being starts to operate in that doing from a different perspective. That's when transformation takes place. All this that we are doing in the external world, studying courses after courses or doing stuff, it's only going to make you change superficially at a very top level. And if you want to attract people, if you want to have good relationships, if you want to have success in life, your being has to change. It should radiate from within you. And that is what people receive. And that's what allows them to connect to you and transform themselves. So that is why it's very important to have a prayer room in your house. All right. It allows you to uh, connect to the higher consciousness. Those vibrations, once it becomes easy for you to assimilate at an early stage in life, because when you're small, you're young, you have less limiting beliefs, you have less resistances, you will receive those energies much more easily, and they can transform your life beautifully. At this stage, we all have experienced how much time it takes to change your belief systems, how much of patterns that we have built in our mind are we are struggling with, right? But at that age, if you're constantly in small doses being exposed to these vibrations, as you become an adult, you will evolve yourself. That's why I keep telling parents. A lot of parents say, "My son is not doing this, my daughter is not doing that." I said, "Are you doing it? Have you done it when you were a child? Then why do you expect them to do it? They will only do what you are doing, not what you are preaching." So parents want quick fix solutions, but it doesn't work that way. If you do not sit and pray, how will they ever learn to pray? If you do not sit and do your the way you behave with each other, how will they learn how to behave with each other? So we have to set standards in our house. We have to start having the discipline, and only when that happens can we ensure that our children grow up to become better citizens. Otherwise, today we know what the state of the world is: chaos, chaotic. The amount of divorces or relationship issues in young couples is phenomenal. So it's very important to have this spiritual grounding. If you have a spiritual grounding, you will become a better person. You will become a tolerant person. You will become a good human being. And that is the essential part of existence, of education. It's no use having all the knowledge of the IIT and the IIMs if you cannot handle your own self, if you can't develop a good relationship with people around you, or situations, or objects. If you do not have the skill of handling your own life, it's no point of whatever education that you get in. It's all numbers. And I can vouch for that because I have enough qualifications to show people what all I have achieved. But I know internally they are of no use to me. They are only qualification required for the society to know that, okay, I can listen to this person because he has got some qualification behind him. But what I deliver is nothing to do with those qualifications. It's from an internal transformation that overflows. It's because of the connection that you have at a deeper level through your meditations, through your sadhanas, through your devotion. And unless you move in that direction, other things will not happen, especially when it comes to wealth and success. Please understand, you do not approach wealth and success directly. You become a good person, you start serving people. Even the best of coaches will tell you that service is the key to success. The more you feel like I want to serve people, I want to help people out, I have a larger mission in life, you will be successful. Wealth will come to you. Moment you are loving, Lakshmi will follow you because Vishnu is the embodiment of love, of providence, of providing. And when you become that Vishnu, Lakshmi will always be with you. No point running after Lakshmi if you cannot become a Vishnu. She will never come to your place. So believe in that. Trade those qualities. Rise above your limitations. Have a higher purpose, and you will realize that things will automatically be drawn to you. Just like an ocean receives all the water from the rivers coming right from the highest of mountains. All right. So having a prayer room is a very, very important aspect. It could be not have a particular room, but could be a particular space where you, moment you enter in that energy, there's a different energy to the entire process, and that can significantly help your growth and the environment for your children to become better, able citizens to handle the challenges that the life has to throw at them. And future is not going to be easy. We all know that. So it's all the more reason we need to prepare our children for that. All right. And it has to start not when the children are born, it has to start before, even the time when you get married, or you are in a relationship, or you are a bachelor, or at that time you need to have that space. Even as a bachelor, I had a small place where I used to keep few gourds and few agarbatti and light a lamp, just to create that connection all times. And of course, after you get married, after you are in a responsible position, you need to ensure that this continues. That will give you a stability and the process to move forward. All right. I hope this was some food for thought, and it would help you to create a small space within your house if it is not already there. If it is there, great. Keep enriching that space and use that space to transform your energies on a regular basis to create, to strengthen that connection that we all have. And those who are pranic healers already understand that very clearly. They have experienced the spiritual cord and how it changes with prayer and with different thought processes. So you have experienced uh, physically, it's not a theory for you anymore. So all the more reasons you need to be more consistent with your practices. All right. So thank you so much.